Maru, Hero, Zoun DRG, Zoun. Round of 10. Group A. Africa TV's Freak Up Studio. Live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got a long night of games ahead. We've only just finished our first best of 3. Up next, it's going to be Zoun versus DRG.
Yeah, that TVP that we just had, man, was just so good. I am hoping we can have something. If Zoun versus DRG is half that good, this is going to be a fantastic night because that match was one of my favorite TVPs. And maybe not as good as Ram versus Zest, but like maybe even better in some ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, amazing match. Zoun versus DRG. Zoun is up and down a little bit. Is he still going to use the slightly older style? I think so. Like, he's very comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And then DRG is a little bit of a wild card right now, isn't he? Like, I mean, I already mentioned when I was watching while I had COVID of that first group, I literally turned it off when it was DRG versus Rogue because I'm like, he can't win ZVZ. Like, he's lost every ZVZ in GSL since he came from the military. And the fact that he did that, eliminated Rogue, here he is. I'm like, I don't know. DRG is a big wild card in my mind.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about Zoun sticking with the older style. You know, like it's, I don't know. I mean, I you know, it's funny, like the whole first part of the tournament, you know, when we were doing the earlier groups, I kept talking about this new style that Hero is using and how maybe that's going to change it. And then he was the only guy that did it, and everybody else just did the old stuff. It didn't work out that well.
Yeah.
DRG, I don't really know what to expect. I will say on good days, he's extremely strong. He looks untouchable.
Yeah. DRG definitely can put out some great games. Like, I mean, I'm silently rooting for him all the time because he is the oldest player in the tournament. It's always fun to have something like that. And, you know, I know that we mention a lot when he plays, but he's literally older than Nesty was when Nesty won his last championship. So, like, this guy will set history if he can get another GSL victory.
He is repping the millennial gamers here.
I guess so.
Yeah, representing our generation.
Some
call it the greatest generation.
I don't think I'm a millennial, actually, Tasteless.
We are both barely millennials, actually.
I don't identify as a millennial, Tasteless.
Alpha X, Zoun.
Anyone aged between 23 and 38.
Team
I'm
NV,
39, bro.
DRG.
You're 39?
Get out of here, millennial trash.
What does that make you, Gen Z or whatever?
Makes me a
Oh
boomer,
God,
my
you
friend.
are a boomer, dude.
Yeah,
you
you
are
better believe
old
that.
and you don't get it.
I definitely don't get it, Tasteless. Look, the less things I have in common with you and other people younger than me, the better. You know, I remember when it turned to 1984, I'm like, this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's when.
When I was 1 year old, I was like, oh,
man.
damn, stuff's going downhill for me. I was the last good thing.
Everything in future generations is just destroying the world, Artosis.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we have going on here? The little hatchery block into taking the third. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, I do hope that Zoun does do some newer style stuff. I thought the Stargate approach was pretty cool, but it does seem to kind of really grind the game to a halt. You know, it takes a little while for things to pick up.
Yeah. I mean, those Stargate openers, like, they're definitely resilient, but honestly, like, once you make a Void Ray, I feel like it takes so much play out of the game. Like, we fast forward from early game to late mid game.
Yeah.
Like, and very little happens at that point.
I agree.
Yeah. I guess we'll see if he's going to throw the Stargate down. He does like it. And here's the thing. I think that this is what he's best at. So I have to say that this is not a bad idea from him, even though, you know, you and me and everyone else that watches this game is a fan of the way Hero's been playing.
Yeah.
No one else has replicated that. And, you know, if Zoun's best play is Stargate, like I remember a couple seasons ago I was saying, every time he did a depths, I'm like, why don't you do Stargate? You're one of the best Stargate players. And here he is, and he's going more and more Stargate. He's doing well in GSL. So, I mean, can't complain. You know?
No, I get it. Let's see, is this going to be a Void Ray first, or maybe an Oracle and a Void Ray?
I like the Oracle Void openers right now.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I think just having the opportunity to try to do extra damage is good. It is going to be Oracle Void.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, Void first doesn't do much for you, you know?
Yeah, I guess it can let you get the third base a little bit quicker, but I don't know.
The thing is, if you really wanted that third base, I guess you could take it with the Oracle as well. But the Oracle just, it has more activity to it. The Void Ray is such a sit-there unit, you know? The Void Ray is a Cyclone. I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Like, am I going to attack with this? Not likely. It's... All right, second Oracle coming out. So, okay. We don't know what this is going to be, Tasteless. Could be Oracle Void. But it could be Oracle third base Twilight. That would be sick.
Yeah, let's see. Second Oracle is not unheard of. And so this is going to be, I think, a little bit of a slow start here, unless Rogue thinks he can do some kind of, you know, big amount of damage early on. But this is basically last year's kind of...
Oracle third Twilight Tasteless. All right. Let's do it.
So, no Void Ray at all. Yeah,
I'm so ready.
Dude, when you
this.
said third Twilight, I'm like, I didn't see the first and the second Twilight. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Artos, what happened? You know they never make more than one of those.
No, sometimes you need Glaives, Charge, and Blink at the same time. Because then that's the ultimate mind game. Because if you have one, they're just like, yeah, okay. Like, it's probably this and maybe this. But if you have all three and they're all going, they're like, he's getting all three. I don't know what's coming.
And it's going to be Glaives.
Oh. Well, okay. I can live with Glaives.
Yeah. He didn't see that coming, man. Send those links up there, and then sounds like, I know this exactly.
All right, +1 melee is on the way here, as well as the Baneling Nest.
So this is a very kind of alternative Glaives timing here. I don't feel like we've quite casted this build, by the way.
Yeah, this is pretty fresh.
This feels new.
Third Nexus into, I believe it's 4-gate, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is going to be a 4-gate Glaives. And I think it's going to be a little bit unexpected. He's playing against no Roach Warren, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Banes absolutely can help you to dismantle a rush like this. Well, it's not a rush. I shouldn't call it a rush, but...
it's a timing attack.
Yeah. It's cool, though. This is the type of freshness I think you need to bring. Little twist to the regular Adept build. All right, 5 Banes get started. Those are very crucial Banes. Okay, that's some, not the best targeting I've ever seen, to be frank. Okay, he gets 3 drones there, loses an Oracle.
I'm kind of confused. I'm like, is this supposed to be a harass play, or is this supposed to be like him actually ending the game?
No, it's not a game ender, because he's been making probes nonstop. Like, you would go all in for that.
No, for some reason I decided he just wasn't doing that, but yeah, you're totally right here. He's got a Forge, he's got a Robo, so he just wants to try to do some damage. Seems like it's not going to last for much longer if the Banelings are there. 2 Robos, by the way, come in here. Charge as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, double Robo at the same time, a couple of sentries. So he does recognize that these Banelings are a bit dangerous. And I mean, I would imagine because it's Zoun that we're going to see Disruptors coming out. And he actually gets Charge, no Blink. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is the ultimate ground-pounding army that he's making right now. So in a way, that's cool. But he doesn't know for sure that there's not, like, a Spire on the way, you know? So that makes me, like, wow, that feels like a little bit of a risk.
It does,
Whereas if you get Blink here, you're just kind of solid against everything. But I guess, you know, he's kind of trying to dictate what's going to happen in this game. He's definitely getting ready to attack.
Temple Archives here as well.
And you know what, Tasteless? Like, I mean, it's Zoun, so again, I thought Disruptor, but like everything here is pretty fresh from him. He's going Immortal Prism, and he did not get the support base. So it looks like he's going to go Zella, Archon, Immortal. Which,
well,
you know, that is a comp just about as old as time at this point.
Yeah. It's classic StarCraft 2 comp right there.
It was one of the first molecules to come out of the Big Bang.
Yeah, was that composition.
Was that composition, yeah. It was like mostly carbon, but also this build.
A lot of Banes being made. I feel like they're both gearing up to attack each other. Whenever we see that, I'm like, one of you guys has to be wrong, right?
Yeah. Well,
time for both of us to do our attacks.
I think that there's more potential for DRG to win here than not.
I think you're probably right.
Okay, that's sick.
Stun is okay.
Wow.
But it would have helped if he had stunned the Banes. He's going to go right into where the workers are.
Okay,
I'm not.
Oh! The worker connections were so... Dude, that almost completely did not go DRG's way.
By the way, these links are about to finish. What's funny is, like, we see him hit the workers where I'm like, you're either going to try to hit the workers or you're going to try to hit the army, right?
Yeah.
And I thought this was going to be like one to kill the army to then kill the workers later, but
yeah.
I feel like there might have been some questionable decision-making there, but that attack was so strong that it seems like it's fine. I think we're actually about to see Zoun die.
You might be right, but he did retain 3 Immortals. He has an Archon.
Yeah.
If he just built a bunch of spread shield batteries instantly there... Oh, man. This is scary right here.
Yeah. Well, he's going to come in again. Oh, dude. The Ling's going to come in here from behind.
Yeah. He should be able to get him here.
Immortals are not good against Zerglings.
No. And he biles as well as he surrounds everything. So very well done here from DRG. Like, Zoun almost held that. You know, the first attack almost went towards his favor, but just didn't. So DRG is going to take that down. I thought that was a cool idea from Zoun.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if he has another Archon or 2 and that hits, he does a bit better and everything, but some killer instinct for sure. And we've been seeing a little bit more of this. Wasn't it Ragnarok, I believe, that was setting up like very sharp Lingbane, like mass Lingbane Roach Ravager attacks?
Yeah.
Where he's just kind of rolling in and DRG taking maybe a note out of his book a little bit there. And yeah, I think that was well done by DRG. Like the defense into the counterattack before he could because if he waits like 1 minute later, 100% he can't win, right? 100% his army is garbage.
I think
30 seconds later, maybe Zoun is fine there too.
Yeah, it's funny. There's just a point where the Banes are and the Lings, it's going to be too much to deal with. You don't have that other kind of meaty part of the Protoss army. You basically just have tech.
Yeah.
You know, and like even if like for instance Archons and Banelings, they're pretty good against. I'm sorry, Archons and Immortals are pretty good against Banelings.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if that's all you have, then you know you're still going to lose that.
Yeah. If he has like 2 more Force Fields and 2 more Archons there, he probably just holds it. He just stops it dead, I bet you.
Hardwire is going to be map number 2, and that's ready. So let's see if Zoun can recover or DRG 2-0s him.
Alpha X Zone. Team NV DRG.
Kind of don't know what to make of that last game. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Whoa,
that's cool, man. That's very cool.
Hold up.
Yeah. Does he throw it on the pylon and send the probe back? Because this could be suspicious that the probe just completely yeah, send it back, send it back.
He sees it.
But the Overlord sees this now as well. Okay. Yeah, no, the last game I thought was kind of interesting. Now, the drones coming out.
He plugs that, right?
Well, there's not going to be a lot of surface area. But I mean, the drones can get rid of this, I think.
Yeah, I don't know the math on like 2 drones attacking a cannon.
I don't know. I think they just get it, right? Like,
well, we're gonna find out. He could make a 3rd one.
more
It's gonna
drones
be
are
very
coming
depressing if these cannons just die. Like, all right, he's trying to plug this up.
Boy.
Oh wow.
Okay, never mind.
All right, guys,
I
this
guess
one was
it's
for the
just good.
gamers.
Yeah.
All the gamers out there.
Well,
We're gonna sing a little song for you. It's called Cannon Rushing.
well done. Okay.
The only thing that can make it worse is if that Overlord dies. If you ever had that in your games where the Overlord's still moving there,
Oh,
you're
yes.
like, oh no. And then that thing
Absolutely.
gets shot down. You're like, no, I'm supply blocked and there's cannons killing my buildings.
Dude, now he has this pylon just blocking. Very good find there from Zoun to have this set up where only 2 drones can attack that cannon on that position.
Yeah.
And then you just test, you're like, yeah, that's all good. It warps in.
Okay.
Wrecked.
Yeah, owned.
He baited him.
Humiliated. So what is the follow-up going to be? I mean, Zerg is going to take a 3rd base anyways, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not like there was only 1 3rd base that you could take, so how good is this going to be? Cannon rushes, you know, it's funny. They feel really strong. Dude, he has 2 probes not mining. Artosis.
Yeah.
Artosis. How long is that
That's
going to happen?
a lot of gas that's being missed
It even
out
says,
on.
look, workers 1 at 3.
There you go. All set, Tasteless.
All right.
Calm down, Tasteless. He's
can't-
got it now.
I can't even
He's
cast
fine.
the rest
He's
of this.
fine. He's fine.
Yeah, but cannon rushes are funny. I mean, occasionally they'll win games outright, but, you know, there's a reason why in professional play we don't see them all the time. Is basically if you're very strong, you can kind of just play through the cannon rush and probably be ahead, right? And to be honest, this seemed like probably one of the weakest cannon rushes we could have. You know, because of where the cannon rush occurred, it can't generate more of a threat. If you cannon rush somebody's natural and it works, then it's like just really hard for them to deal with because they can't. You can sometimes stop them from leaving their ramp or even try to push up into their main. So this is about as weak of a cannon rush as you can have, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, there's just a bunch of cannons in some spot on the map. Okay, I just won't engage with that part of the map.
Well, you kill a drone or 2, you slow it down. There's definitely upside to it, but you're certainly right that is not an area that DRG needs to worry about right now.
Well, I just don't feel like this has really stifled the development that much, you know.
Yeah, puts everything back, but I guess we get to see now like how much damage can actually occur. He's getting that evolution chamber. Obviously, Oracle on the way. Look at this 3rd Nexus very quickly. This might be the real way that Zoun is going to make this work out for him, right? Like he makes you play defense against, you know, a couple of Adepts, an Oracle, pops that 3rd down very, very quickly, and should be feeling good about himself here. Everything's sealed up tight too.
Yeah, everything seems fine. Here comes that Oracle now.
He's right over that first queen. Checks, sees no layer, so some usefulness.
Now, as the game pans out here, is there a possibility of the Zerg maybe trying to do another attack like we saw in the last game? Just trying to end it?
I guess there is that possibility, but if you keep the Oracles alive, I think it becomes very, very difficult to do that same type of attack. Oracles just have such great damage against, you know, well, things on the ground that don't shoot up. And he is making a 3rd Oracle right now. Very interesting. Blink, +1,
Okay,
3
here we go.
Oracles.
Yep.
Little hero-esque.
Yeah. Looks like, I mean, dude, maybe we are going to see a little bit more of this play come into this game now.
Could be.
And also, you know, let's say that we are going to have some kind of hero play here. It kind of actually complements the cannon rush that happened earlier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The cannons haven't been reclaimed, right? And if you're going to be active on the map and just hitting bases and Zerg doesn't have time to go down and deal with that base, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, look how
Like, look at
annoying
this. These oracles that come in here, it's going to
God.
kill all these lings.
Well, that can't feel good.
So, you know, I was thinking about cannon rushes and how you kind of play through them from the other side. But I guess if he goes with that hero style, this might actually be pretty strong.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, look at the number of gates that he's getting right now, and he's still producing probes, so it's not like this is just some sort of all-in timing attack.
Oh, he killed the drone that was going to make the fourth.
The triple Oracle. Now, I guess let's wait and see. In this type of position, Hero would definitely add some more Oracles, right?
Yeah.
Don't necessarily need them right away. Fourth Nexus coming down. Yeah, he's going for hero style. Finally, we do see someone else really try this out. This is exciting.
Now, I think there's a reason why, for a while, we've only seen Hero do this. And that's because this is difficult to do. This is kind of like what Hero's done, and it looks like Zoun is now going to do. This is not how people thought about the race Protoss against Zerg for over a decade.
And Hero's been working on it for a long time, let's not forget. He's perfected it recently, but like he has tried it multiple times in the past. So it does take some time to learn how to do it correctly.
So we got to see, can Zoun do the same thing?
Turns on those Oracles, but honestly, with this many Queens here, are you going to be able to break through? I don't think so, not yet.
Yeah, notice those cannons are still down there at 6. Look, so like, go ahead.
He's even making gateway walls.
Yeah.
So this is that was actually something I was going to make a joke about in a second here. Like, where are the gateway walls? Right. It's a great way to slow Zerg down while making the things that you need, which is a lot of gateways.
Yeah.
Hey, you got rid of the cannons. Nice. Great healing on this forge. Some of those zealots as well. He's executing this quite well, it feels like, right?
I feel like this is really rough right now for DRG, but he's got more queens coming up here.
Oh,
really big stasis ward, but he can't quite leverage it because it actually walls him out, which is funny. So now he just is waiting for this thing to expire, so it's like nothing changed. He's like, well, let me get surrounded again here. let me just squeeze in here.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, yeah.
It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. I better exhale. All right.
He's trying to go up for a counter here once again. Just kind of whittling everything down right now. More and more Zealots have been warped in as well. See where he wants to utilize those. Oh, he's actually hitting the third base. There you go. All right, the Oracle's putting in a lot of damage here as well, and GG is called.
It works.
I tell you, man.
It almost looks too easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, that's what you do. You just make Stalkers and Oracles.
Well, let's not forget that did open up with a cannon rush.
Sure.
Right. So it was definitely a very different opener there. Very well done from Zoun. But shows that Hero's not the only one that can pull off this type of strategy.
Yeah, and you know, I think especially in that last game, it's like, well, you know, to be honest with you, dude, I look at that and I'm like, that seems so much better than what everybody else is doing. Why would you not just always do that?
I think another part, Tasteless, that I do have to mention, like, you have to practice a lot of StarCraft 2 to be a pro gamer.
Yeah.
It looks really fun. Like, you're so active, and there's a lot of interesting decisions to make about where to attack and when to pull back.
You get to set up all these cool tactics along the way. I like it a lot, man. It's cool.
Right. Tied up 1-1. Cosmic Sapphire.
Cosmic Sapphire.
Don't forget, if you kill the rocks in the center, you open the straight path.
That's right.
Keep that in mind as you watch this next game.
Keep us in the right direction here, man. Let's go. Oh, where every sapphire is cosmic.
Alpha X Zone.
It is nice to have another new map, by the way.
Team NV DRG.
Not for me, Artosis. I'm afraid of change.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the one thing that we know about this map is it's more balanced in what it got rid of, which is Golden Wall.
Yeah, so,
you know, the feel of just looking at the minimap kind of makes me reminisce a little. It doesn't exactly look like it, but it kind of makes me reminisce about Scrap Station.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that bottom left base, right? Like so far down there. I don't know. It's just kind of. That's just what I feel, Tastes. I like to tell you what I feel.
No, that's good. That's what I'm here
Gold
for.
base too. See, it is Scrap Station. Damn. Someone fixed Scrap Station and put it in the Team Liquid map contest.
Here we go. I keep meaning to have a day when I stream where I make a map and submit it to a map contest.
Dude, if you make a map, that will be the funniest thing I ever watch. I'll watch the whole thing tasteless.
Dude, I've already thought of the map name too.
I'm gonna watch it with my kids, and they're gonna watch and be like, "Is Uncle Nick dumb, Daddy?" Like, yes.
Listen, dude, my map name is gonna be Tasselvania, dude.
Tasselvania.
I'm gonna submit it. We got to get into a tournament just so I can hear the Korean commentators call my map Tasselvania.
Yeah. Dude, I'm on board. I'll vote for it. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
I think I've got enough
except
sway
anything
here
that causes me time.
Yeah, I have enough sway here. I think I can get everybody to vote on it too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? That would be kind of funny, right? Like you make a terrible, terrible map, and then like everyone votes.
You're the one saying
as
it's
a
terrible,
troll.
Artosis. I'm just saying I'm going to make a map, and you're like, "That's a great idea, Tastes. You're going to make a dumb, stupid map," and I'm like, "Well, I didn't actually."
I have pigeonholed you into thinking that your map is going to be terrible. That is,
you have baited me into that corner.
I admit to this.
Yes.
I'm not a perfect human. Very small choke, by the way. It's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, very tiny.
Will Tasselvania's choke be that small, or will it be a little bit bigger?
A little bit bigger, I think.
Okay.
We'll see.
Are you going to be making a StarCraft 2 map, right?
I think I'd be StarCraft 1.
Oh, it's StarCraft 1 map, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I think there's less action there. I could probably get in more easily.
Maybe.
Now, we've had, 2 extremely different games from these guys. But if I had to guess, everybody, I would imagine it's going to be something like Game 2 from Zoun.
Yeah, well, it certainly worked well, didn't it?
Yeah.
He is making an Oracle. See if he goes Void Ray or not. Oh, nice. Oh, my God. Well, this is utterly successful. Oh, doesn't
utterly successful.
Utterly successful.
I don't know if you normally say the word utterly in a positive way. Like, it's like, I don't think you use that quite correctly.
I'll use words however I want.
Utterly successful. That's Artosis' map he's going to make.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, I'll make a map too, Tastes. It'll be called Artosilvania.
Artelvania.
And I'll submit mine right before yours. So everyone's like, why did he copy him? That's really weird.
But you have to reverse. You have to accuse me of plagiarism.
Yeah.
Now, it's just suddenly making me think now we're talking about Castlevania, which is obviously a play on Castlevania. Remember Castlevania 64?
I actually, I remember that it exists, but I don't remember it.
Oh, wait, you didn't play the Castlevania games, really, did you?
Oh, I played Castlevania 2. I have played so many times.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay.
Oh, my God. Well, we used to get, a Nintendo game for our birthday and a Nintendo game for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And there was me and my older brother. My younger brother was, too young at this time.
Okay.
So that's 4 new games a year plus however much, money we can scrounge up.
Yeah.
So, every game we ever got, we played so much.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Q*bert, which was the most dissatisfying
Q*bert,
birthday gift of my life.
Yeah, I remember actually having Q*bert and being like, yeah, I'm going to go back and play Mario again.
Yeah.
Q*bert was pretty bad.
Dude, that was my birthday present one year.
Dude, I remember...
Give me socks. God. That poor little boy, I shed a tear for him. That's why I'm so angry nowadays.
It's the saddest Christmas ever.
Dude.
Some of it's Q*bert.
Oh,
you want to know
man.
the saddest Christmas
when
ever?
you know you're getting 2 games that year, man.
No, I got one even sadder, man. This is for Christmas where Santa Claus, I told Santa Claus I wanted to get Sonic 3 because it was coming out. And I opened it up, and it was Sonic 2, which I already had.
Yeah, man.
And I remember just looking at my parents and being like, no. This is literally the game we already have.
Well, I tell you, before we talk about this, which looks like it's the hero build again.
Yeah.
Dude, once, grandparents are very sweet. They try their best.
They are very sweet, and they do try. Yes.
But when you buy me Mortal Kombat for a system I don't have, I'm like, I don't have a Super Nintendo, and I'm not going to be able to afford one for years. This is very sad.
Yeah, man. No, that is the worst feeling. Or if you get a game and you beat it that day, and you're like, well, that's it. I don't have another game for like 6. I have to wait for my birthday now.
Yeah, man, Vector Man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you might win like a car or something. I beat it that day. I'm like, huh.
I remember that. I
didn't win anything.
I got the Earthworm gym game, and I'm like, this is so fun and so action-packed, and then I beat it, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh my. Good times. Okay, so taking a look at this, right? Like
Bad
a lot
times,
of oracles,
by the way,
it is. Yeah, that too.
Sorry.
That too. It's not exactly the same. Look at this. A lot of sentries in there. He is going Robo. There's a 4th base pretty quickly here. Maybe he's still hero inspired. We'll see. I want to see what he does with the Robo. Observer. Okay, that's okay. And there you go. He's going to go Disruptor Tech. Second Robo coming up. Obviously, you know, if your opponent is going to end up going Roaches, it's going to be fantastic there. Zoun, in particular, is very, very good with Disruptors.
Right. It does seem like on this map, it's a little bit harder to get close to the Zerg spaces, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's quite a walk.
And
You're
honestly,
getting steps in on this map, aren't
the
you?
4th and the 5th base were super far apart from each other. So it seems like you got to pick a side and commit. All right, Artosis, this is your turn. You can talk now.
I'm admiring this Cosmic Sapphire map. Kind of like the different paths that it has. Oh god, he's going to open up the straight path, Tasteless. Watch out.
All right. We saw this in the description of the map.
Look at those minerals there. It's like a whole expansion.
Those are giant minerals, man. You need an Ultralisk to mine those.
Imagine if you could do that.
Yeah.
Dark would have an extra base over everybody. All right, flies by. Gets a little tag off there. Oh, a couple Colossi popping out here. Obviously, that's going to be very strong against Ling Bane.
Now, we kind of talked about how this looks like the hero build, but we're seeing Colossus tech out here. Did Hero do that in the?
No,
I can't remember.
It's not the hero build. Like Oracle into Blink is not that insane. It's what Hero does with that is super fast 4th, just gateway units with pressure everywhere. That's the hero build. This is just
a more generic
strong
build.
play. Like there's nothing wrong. Like he did take the 4th base quicker than I feel like we normally see with this type of build, but nothing out of the ordinary. It honestly, if you pause this game and cover up the nameplates, I would actually tell you this is maybe Trap. The way he's playing it looks kind of Trap-esque.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of Ling Bane coming into this 4th base.
Banes are going to try to meet up here with the probes. Looks like the probes are barely going to get away here.
Yeah, good
but
save.
I guess these Lings are still getting some hits on him. And
good body blocking. Great blink back. That was fantastic.
That was really good.
Yeah, still loses 8 probes. Unpowered shield battery there at the 4th base. Now, goes over onto creep now, though.
I'm sorry, what does Zerg actually have to defend here? I just see Lings moving out, but like...
Yeah, he has a few Roaches, making a few more. But yeah, not so much, right? Like that was a pretty big attack that he just pulled off. Now another Ling attack going. He's going to pick off the 4th. He's going to give up his own 5th base here. Or one of 5 bases, rather.
Oh, can he save that one? War Prince up in his eye. Nope.
Yeah, not quite, not quite.
Kind of a funny force field there.
All right, Zoun continues to push. Don't forget, it is tied up 1-1 right now. Very, very important map here. A lot of pressure. Doing a great job keeping those Lings off of him. 11 Ravagers out here. A lot more Banes join. Oh my god.
Dude. Can they get through?
Yeah, some of them do, and he does knock those down eventually. Blinking back right now, but not enough. It looks like Zoun has enough to absorb absolutely everything. DRG shaking his head as Zoun will move forward here and just continue the destruction.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really impressive game. Those drones marooned up there. It seems like Zoun is just going to keep moving through here and closing this out. I mean, it just doesn't seem like there's quite enough. Surely, Zoun can warp in some more, zealots and sentries here to kind of absorb hits. And he's going to get here. It looks like only half the Banelings are going to be done in time.
Yeah, this is. I don't think there's any way for DRG to actually hold this. Like, he would need enough Banelings to erase the army completely, and then still Zoun, I think, is going to be ahead. I think it's just a matter of time at this point. Yeah,
Yep,
GG.
GG.
And Zoun takes it down.
Taking him to Zoun Town.
Yeah. It's got that clown frown going on.
That's right. Well, props to Zoun there, man. I mean, kind of made it look easy there. DRG had that really explosive game one, but it does seem like Zoun is just a lot better, to be totally honest.
Yeah, yeah.
And DRG just not really ready for that attack. He might have thought it was going to be a little bit more like game two. I know you and I did, but then he actually stayed back.
Yeah.
He got a lot of Colossi out here. The Ling counterattack, I mean, he just sort of ignored it. Even if you get 8 probes, if the entire army has already been built, it doesn't really matter. Right?
Yeah, yeah. The Ling Bane attack on that 4th base, I think you're right. That was kind of the deciding thing, because if he had that much more army, Zoun can't really attack him.
Right.
But then again, if you don't attack his economy, Zoun can build his army even bigger. A tough situation for DRG.
Short break, guys. Maru vs. Sue coming up next.